New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Cheeto, she a pack. Finna, guaranteed though. Move back, type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al final he encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos adoptados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No ain't not yet, que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap and publishers say.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, second down. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the three across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 11,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll send the tight end in motion. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Burrow on play action. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
But they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll run with Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. One more time with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Dobbins. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Ravens touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. An option handoff here to Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It's Mixon on the counter. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Burrow looking to pass. Dancing to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Mixon. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1. Burrow going to keep it himself. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good set. 11, 11. 11,
In motion left, the tight end.
12, 12.
Here's a run with Mixon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll run with Mixon, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath. They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
From his own end zone, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Herbert on 3rd and long from his own end zone. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Let's take it inside his own 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. David Ojabo in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Jackson. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaunt getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From his end zone, Wilson. And this return with net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Play action. It's Herbert. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Burrow going for it on 4th. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Herbert off of play action. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, after managers always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
11.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
11 MT. 12.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 28 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion left, Robinson. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the...
Let's get it. Here we go. 60 bison. 60 bison. 19
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of this.
Touchdown! Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this a very important drive leading to the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. And some room to work. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11, MT. Hey.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's the option. Running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well. On 3rd down, Mixon. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD an important one here in the fourth quarter. And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in 1 play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And then with the Eric wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Here we go.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.